Ashwafonina, and native Fonina. I say, Sassam Wino, Yabruswa was studio her. Last year, and Mekai.
Now, minus one call.
Mekai pass, yeah. Last year, Emma, assessing the feasibility and then the viability of either coming out with, I dare a friend say, homegrown policy. And I say, Yenko Amanone, Yenko Sre. Technical experts, no one, but IMFIK, a technical expert, call for consultancy, and moi. Now, discussing some of these issues. Emma, I'm not ashamed to say that. I mean, Mecca said, I was part of the people who opted for a homegrown policy.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not ashamed of that.
Say, Neni Kwasenke,
Nanka, ya, Adena, Ejakwati. Say, Omaya, yewo. Emrina Mrinina, na say, within maximum 5-10 years, the slightest crisis, we have to run to the IMF. The slightest crisis, whether it is a domestic crisis, or regional crisis, or global crisis, we have to run to IMF.
As you tell me, the
management of any company depends on the level of discipline. Now, apart from that, from the word go, the financial architecture of the world doesn't favor Africa. And now, coming back to now the and common last year, no. Let me say, say nanka no, but to me, I should say, obe drafted policy bia, obe comply with it to the latter. Like all the discipline, but we don't need to go to IMF. And then I can't say, but you need to interrogate the figures.
Okay.
And the studio here, you have a far budget, no? Interrogate ye. Emma, you the intent of Abayano. Now, one of the major and please let's also get this one right. So Oko IMF, Oko pay liquidity. Liquidity no Oko liquidity, how do I say Usika sem
asset omabo as a banker now a Bank of Ghana say mo fa bi meshim na munye hihye ma na entimi nya na so
now one more program be also udiso. So the last IMF I call and say there were 3 major programs sika any banking sector na say eco form and some few structural issues na one number boy I was say one edit kakakra be share economy nim na ye bruce nyina no there was yes indeed there was one major factor say nanka it could play a major role in financing that liquidity now even here in the first few months of the year and 11 and they are born komosa na 11 no meno and the AC or 11 mono. But the Sobono ebo a friend say 2 major institutions in this country.
Finance Ministry
and the Parliament.
Okay.
Minority in Parliament. And the Mekapa. Whoa.
Masomo de omani ajo.
Oh, and I make us say the
I know so the Nyame ase pass.
I say Ghana wo.
Oh, the Nyame ase pass anye.
What? Thank you for that say. I say Ghana no ebinum ayoma adwen say gise obi bo form asana wakosoro.
Okay.
And your politics no so akoya say I was say me break me opponent down whether it's in the interest of Ghana or not. Wait there men Kenya this in Kwango. NPP for so can be because o share 2016 as out in sema NPP for kan one mo can be say like NPP for a purely mismanagement, incompetence. purely without taking into consideration that domestic.
Numbers of the video, but my sound the Vice President, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as if the fundamentals are weak.
Thank you.
The city depreciation will expose you. Tunya kwa IMF pedia. That is our fundamentals, you know. But
the crime was say, the kind, and yes, true. You see, the kind, it is theory that be contextualized into practice. So fundamental pan foreign exchange. Mr. Messiu, the financial architecture of the world and Kasano and what Africans. Now, when you know, a binum say, Ubo Foma, and also Opija. Now, Jesus Christ. Yeah, na sasu by no home. And why want to say you may change your mindset. And that is why I like listening to Papa Kusi. He's not politically biased. When he was speaking, he said, look, even the lifestyle of Ghanaians must be looked at. Now,
Prof, I do baby so. Remember do anu ato so. Me memo bi o. Edu baby so a free be love kama. Time and NDC was so. Ne memo yeti. Me kai say tekpe the then finance minister crack up say comment be makokonyu the hold the then general secretary. E ka chen say tekpe you are one. Cause na ko election year. NPP capitalize on it. Including the vice president now. And all the NPP communicators. So and the NDC sing praises because office ye nyina ya boro pepepe o kan say ya san ye ko ho ntimo suma ko bia ene ye nyina ya boro pepepe
ija kwa say the Canada o Canada say akwa say omu nyina the modus operandi are the same in terms of critiquing to gain power. So that's here, but if it be national interests, no, you have a conscious conversation which is non-partisan. And that's what most countries have used to build and develop their countries. Now, say, abiding a financial arrangement ebe tu jano. You say na abide a introduce some levy bia nanka nyamienim a cost with the projections are nanka it would have raked in almost 7 billion to the country. Na me kaipa say the ministry made that effort to consult civil society organizations, academia, like virtually everybody in this country. Now, mafutubi. Mami kaipa kra say chamber of communication kra eba out. Analyze tax experts eba out say, look, tax no in principle no nanka progressive. But baby, do no. We need something radical. Ebe bois or mine to rebound financially. And that rate no, now it was too high. Now utiepa na almost all of them were say, oh, mumanya no 0.5. That 50 pesos.
Yeah.
Nanka, sa 50 pesos no. Who assess here? 1/3 of the projection.
Okay.
1/3 of the projection, which would have raked in about maybe a bit over 2 billion.
Okay.
And until I made it with one airport minister, finance minister, no.
Okay.
Went ye, because I was even surprised.
But so the okay, baby say, do baby. Yentie on the part of the economic management team. And now ye self-confidence, the ego. When some intellectuals be say no more alternative suggestion to say the other main by no the economic management team felt say mankofo bi bem na ebe yesa be to see enim na ye so we have to let the people know say we are on top of the issues. I know that they have do baby.
I think say he was so fixated on raking in that money.
Okay.
Not say, basically to say yinti, but as a projection, this is what we project, this is what we want. But the experts were considering the possibility of the user being discouraged from using optional.
Okay.
Say may use may use a fair system. No matter this car, optional. There's another option. Once any mandatory, no, the person can decide to change. Now, even minority leader me kai pass up program bi already e ka no kwanka you live in koso na monte so to 50%.
Yeah.
So kai
Odinkan ojitum. And then numre na ofosu kwache edit statement by say position of NDC ni say omontia say.
Minority leader kasa.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it tells you in principle.
I can say emra 1 cedi kra.
Thank you.
Then you 50%. Emra 1.
So it tells there was this reduction because it will have a practical impact on the mobilization of the revenue. Thank you. Enti eba de sa no ho. Eja kwate. Ebe create time. Emma opposition no enyadaje. Wo publicize ya man ko Ghana for trim say ade enye. The time between disapproval of the e-levy in November to March no. Okay. Now there has been so much publicity say Ghana for nyina ja to say enye. When in actual fact no, it was a financial, liquidity intervention and kabe bo man no. It would have helped our homegrown policy. Now when mu nyina no, minority jide mu ama wono mu ekanya ma sisia no near the impact of it.
Can we blame the minority because
I will blame because two.
All right.
It's the part two. Yeah. The finance ministry and the minority in parliament.
Management of
thank you
the issue.
And to share CSOs no AAD one so because they analyze the issues dispassionately.
Kessben
Now
92.9
minority there also IMF. That is what they believe in. Maybe I have a
Prof, about back to issue. Say IMF no. Na NPP aban empeso mbeko on the basis say omo akasa omo kaye. Ebra na NDC aban wo so a omo IMF no. Omo paint picture no in the minds of Ghanaians. E ma na yet say the then economic management team and Omampenda da John Dramani Mahama no, they were incompetent. Until now omo de economy no IMF. And here they are, and now here we are almost 2 and more.
Okay, so one say, me catch you say, on minor you we do what we call the how fragile the economy is. Obienim, look, in academia we know that the African economy cannot withstand the slightest crisis because of the financial architecture of the continent. One, they say, as a continent, you need to come. So we are dependent on a foreign currency to determine and strengthen and also sustain our financial architecture. Europe one more plan. And Nanka started so many years ago. No, Europe adopted. Nanka ene say Europe are introducing euro as a currency, common currency. Nanka by now Europe cut down BM because of this crisis. Share Euro na yekano. Uko Denmark. The other countries are one economy any good no. They still do translation. No? So any constant currency, but you see, as a continent, it gives them some currency stability. What I say, I want to be individual among themselves. So you are not dealing with Ghana, Denmark alone, but you are dealing with the entire Europe. Now we've not been able to do this. So from the word go, no, we are at a very disadvantaged and derailed position. Now, my minister treatment come on embrat because I say nanka Ghana de biano say we want to IMF as if they are the messiah, as if say ye nim nyansan ye to me they are turning around misfortunes whenever it comes in. And then president said finance minister and prepared towards IMF. The implication, and I think there's an implication, the reasons why the minister was not trying to send Ghana to IMF. Maybe you don't know. What it means is that we are going to do what we call panic negotiation. Now, I was saying, yes.
Panic negotiation.
Yes.
So now anticipating.
Oh yeah, because it's here.
Yeah.
Indeed. I don't speak to issues without figures.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the first half of the year figures.
Okay.
Realistically, I don't have evidence or figures. Churning out with 11. I don't have it.
Okay.
So I had to speak to it. But at the end of the first half of the year, the report now you share the status of the economy. If it is so bad to the extent that it has influenced our going to IMF now, then it's going to be a panic negotiation. A honor, disadvantage in Ebim, Abrofono, because it's now. I don't want to go to where young Papa Ekasati our debt position. You see, I know. Look, most countries we have what we call refinancing strategies. Countries with US crack to be Bobosian the Trabosian. Or mind be anywhere, or because the time swan or Jobosian or screening in a we do what we call refinancing. It is better to borrow to pay your existing debt than to use your money that you have to pay your debt. And it's because borrowing. Look, Ghana, NDC are buying credit every day. They have borrowed to pay existing loans. The only advantage the woman said, maybe your currency will be stable. And the interest rate will also be stable. So interest rates are higher, then it is very difficult to borrow to pay loans. And that's where we are now. Because a chunk of our foreign debt portfolio, interest rates are high than the concessionary loans. And it is so difficult for you to even get the amount in borrowing